rabbis of yesteryear, on Aleph Adar, the first of Adar, and it marks the hilul of a great rabbi. His name was Rabbi Rafael Kassin Z'tl. He was born in English year 1790, passed away in 1871. He was approximately 81 years of age. He became a great rabbi, posek halacha, rendering different Jewish law decisions. He was a philosopher also, and was an expert within regards to Machshevet Yisrael. It would be the rabbi of congregation in Iraq, in Bebel, respectively, and one of the great rabbis, Aram Tzovah, respectively, in Syria, and the author of the famous Torah book called the Derech HaChaim. Let's explore a few of the highlights of the great rabbi's life. Now, he was born in Aram Tzovah in Syria, respectively, in the year 1790. Came from great rabbinic heritage. His father's name was Rabbi Elia Katzin, and I think his son was of Rabbi Yehuda Katzin, but Machane Yehuda, connected to that great book in of itself. Now, it's actually interesting. I believe he was an only son, and I believe his father also was the head of the Jewish court of Chalav, and was considered like a very important man of the wealthy family in of itself, and very much was able to provide Rav Rafael with all the, let's say, the necessities with regards to learning Torah, and which he could be diligently and learning the whole day in of itself. He was known as a great diligent learner, Rav Rafael, especially while he was young, and I believe during the year Heitav Kuf Tzadik, at that stage in time, when his father passed away, he had already authored 3 Torah books. Now, as we said before, his father passed away, and this prompted him, I believe, to leave Chalab, to leave Syria, respectively, and start traveling around. He would arrive in Persia, in Paras, over there. And over there, I think he would be encountering the Shah over there, Muhammad. And he would force him, I believe, to debate with Christians and Muslims over there, respectively. And I think this will be chronicled later on, these debates, let's just say, in various different writings at a later stage. And come what the year 1846, he would arrive in Baghdad. He would now travel to Iraq over there, and he would get married, and I believe they would have a daughter with his wife. And over there, they saw the great stature within regards to Torah and his greatness within regards to that, and they would appoint him a year after he arrived as the rabbi of the Khambashi of Baghdad. I think this was a position connected to the Ottoman Empire, respectively, over there. And after a period of time, he would be accepted by everyone at the pinnacle of this position. And remember, Iraq in those days had a great Torah Jewish community in of itself. I think come what the year Heitav Reish, the book in Netivot Olam will actually be printed. I think there'll be a printing through, I think, the help of HaMissionor Ha'iri, if I'm not mistaken, Alexander McCall, if I'm not mistaken, over there. And this was a very, very great book, which I recommend everyone to look into. And I think there was a Derech Hayim also, which was another great Torah book, I think also connected to Netivot Olam, if I'm not mistaken. And many, many different great writings. He would actually, I believe, possibly also go to Istanbul, or a book will definitely be, let's just say, coming from Istanbul in itself, as we call it, Kushta, in those time. It was in Lashon HaKodesh in Ladino, in Judea, let's just say, Spanish, in of itself. A very, very great book, and it had the Haskama, the approval of Rabbi Chaim Pelagi, arguably one of the most famous Turkish rabbis in Jewish history. And we'll give a great recommendation for this sefer also. And I think it was also, he would travel to Istanbul and to Izmir, respectively, over there. And I think he would actually will meet Rabbi Chaim Pelagi over there. And he will continue traveling now to Europe also. And and then before returning to Bebel in Iraq, respectively. Remember, in those days, it wasn't so easy to travel around every single place. Now, I believe he suffered from various different health problems just before he passed away in his last years of his life. I believe he passed away in Heitav Reish Lamed Aleph, as we said before, in the year 1870, and he was buried, I believe, in Chalab. And it's actually written on his tombstone, Matzavet Kevurot Harav HaKolel B'Yisrael Lehalel, Anavatan Kehalel Rabbi Rafael Kassin Z'tl Kadosh Livracha. Really, really great rabbi in of itself, and especially Derech Chaim was arguably one of his most famous works, including among his works the Marachet HaShulchan also, which is on Shulchan Aruch, the Code of Jewish Law, on Choshen Mishpat and a pilpul with regards to it, deep analytic studying on it. The Lechem HaMa'arechet, which was based on Shulchan Aruch, respectively, also, which was on the Shulchan Aruch, Choshen Mishpat, Halacha Lemaaseh. Then Tikvo HaKohen, which was a pilpul on various different subjects. Yain HaRekech, which is various different drushim on the Torah. And I think that actually had his, the Rekach is Roshei Tevot. And Likutei Amarim, also that was another great work of his. He was a great rabbi, Chacham Bashi of Iraq, very great position, also of various different great Torah books. It's Silula Aleph Adar, Rosh Chodesh Adar. Don't forget to light candles in the great rabbi's memory. Friends, we are a community over here. We're learning about the great rabbis of yesterday. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, please subscribe. Now we're coming close to 6,000 subscribers. If you happen to be related to any of these great rabbis, please send me a comment or an email over here. And if you feel anyone will be interested in watching these videos, share the videos to other people. So wishing you well, a Shavua Tov V'Rach. Take care and be well. Thanks so very much for watching.